Okay, here are 5 reasons why Cristiano Ronaldo's football can't book a hotel room. First, footballs can't move on their own or fly. Second, they can't talk or communicate with hotel staff. Third, footballs don't have money or credit cards to pay for a room. Fourth, hotels don't usually rent rooms to sports equipment. And fifth, it would be pretty strange if a football suddenly checked into a hotel. Okay, here are 5 more reasons why Cristiano Ronaldo's football can't book a hotel room. First, footballs don't have identification or passports. Second, they can't sign any registration forms or contracts. Third, hotels require a credit card or cash deposit, which footballs don't have. Fourth, footballs don't need a place to sleep or rest. And fifth, it would be a health code violation to have a dirty football in a hotel room. Okay, here are 10 reasons why a G-Wagon can't tow an empty Concorde around Chihuahua. First, even empty, the Concorde is way too big and heavy. Second, the G-Wagon's engine isn't powerful enough. Third, it would be extremely dangerous and illegal. Fourth, the highway isn't designed for that kind of load. Fifth, there's no safe way to attach a Concorde. Sixth, it would cause major traffic problems. Seventh, the Concorde would likely get damaged. Eighth, it would be a huge waste of resources. Ninth, it's just not practical. And 10th, it's a funny idea, but not based in reality. Okay, here are 10 reasons why a G-Wagon can't tow an OXXO on a Chihuahua highway. First, OXXO stores are way too big and heavy for a G-Wagon to tow. Second, it would be extremely dangerous and illegal. Third, the highway isn't designed for that kind of load. Fourth, the G-Wagon doesn't have the power to pull something that heavy. Fifth, there's no safe way to attach an OXXO to a G-Wagon. Sixth, it would cause major traffic problems. Seventh, the OXXO would likely get damaged. Eighth, it would be a huge waste of resources. Ninth, it's just not practical. And 10th, it's a funny idea, but not based in reality. Okay, here are 10 reasons why the Concorde can't tow a G-Wagon. First, the Concorde was a passenger plane, not a cargo hauler. Second, it wasn't designed for towing anything. Third, the G-Wagon would create too much drag. Fourth, the Concorde couldn't fly with that much extra weight. Fifth, there's no safe way to attach a G-Wagon to a Concorde. Sixth, it would be incredibly dangerous. Seventh, the Concorde would need a much longer runway. Eighth, it would use up way too much fuel. Ninth, it would be incredibly loud. And 10th, it's just not physically possible. Here are 10 reasons why Kevin Parker can't roam Mexico on a rocket-propelled bicycle going Mach 2. First, Mach 2 is way too fast for a bicycle. Second, bicycles aren't built for rocket propulsion. Third, the air resistance would be insane. Fourth, he'd need a special suit to survive. Fifth, it would be incredibly dangerous. Sixth, there aren't any roads in Mexico safe for that speed. Seventh, the bicycle would probably fall apart. Eighth, he'd need a ton of fuel. Ninth, it would be incredibly loud. And 10th, it's just not physically possible. Okay, here are 10 reasons why that road trip idea is impossible. First, a G-Wagon can't tow all of those things at once. It's just too much weight. Second, the Taj Mahal and the MRI machine are way too big to fit on a highway. Third, it's not safe to tow something like half a Ferris wheel. Fourth, it's illegal to drive on the highway with that much stuff in tow. Fifth, it would be incredibly dangerous for everyone involved. Sixth, the Taj Mahal is a protected monument and can't be moved. Seventh, MRI machines are delicate and can't be towed. Eighth, half a Ferris wheel is not road legal. Ninth, there's no way Kevin Parker, Cristiano Ronaldo, Claudia Sheinbaum, Vladimir Putin, and Kim Jong-un would all be in the same car. And 10th, it's just a crazy idea. Okay, that's a wild scenario. Here's why it couldn't happen. First, as we mentioned before, a G-Wagon can't tow all of that. Second, the Taj Mahal and MRI machine are way too big for the highway. Third, half a Ferris wheel isn't road legal. Fourth, it's incredibly dangerous and illegal to drive with all that in tow. Fifth, the Taj Mahal is a protected monument. Sixth, MRI machines are delicate and can't be moved like that. Seventh, there's no way those 5 people would be together. Eighth, it's just a crazy idea. Ninth, the highway wouldn't be able to handle the weight. And 10th, it would be a major traffic hazard. As for Cristiano Ronaldo doing a sui on top of the Taj Mahal, that's also impossible. The Taj Mahal is a delicate structure, and it's illegal to climb on it. Plus, it would be incredibly dangerous. Kevin Parker dancing on an MRI machine is also a no-go. MRI machines are delicate and expensive, and dancing on one would damage it. Claudia Sheinbaum going for a joyride on a Ferris wheel is possible, but not while it's being towed on a highway. Ferris wheels are heavy and need to be stationary to operate safely. And finally, Kim Jong-un declaring himself dictator of Interstate 60 is just absurd. He has no authority over US highways. There are 10 reasons why filling the Taj Mahal with food and drink is a bad idea. First, it would be extremely disrespectful to the monument's cultural and historical significance. Second, the food and drink would damage the delicate marble structure. Third, it would attract pests and vermin. Fourth, the smell would be overwhelming and unpleasant. Fifth, it would be a logistical nightmare to clean up. Sixth, it would be a massive waste of food and drink. Seventh, it would be incredibly expensive. Eighth, it would be a health hazard. Ninth, it would be impossible to control the temperature and humidity, which would cause the food and drink to spoil quickly. And 10th, it would be a major tourist attraction for all the wrong reasons. Okay, here are 10 reasons why Mexico can't turn into a giant broccoli. First, Mexico is a country with a complex history and culture, while broccoli is a vegetable. Second, Mexico is made up of land, people, and cities, while broccoli is a plant. Third, Mexico has a diverse geography, including mountains, deserts, and coastlines, while broccoli is a compact head of florets. Fourth, Mexico has a population of over 126 million people, while broccoli is a single plant. Fifth, Mexico has a rich cultural heritage, including ancient ruins, vibrant cities, and delicious cuisine, while broccoli is a simple vegetable. Sixth, Mexico has a diverse ecosystem with unique flora and fauna, while broccoli is a cultivated plant. Seventh, Mexico has a complex political and economic system, while broccoli is a basic food source. Eighth, Mexico has a long and fascinating history dating back to ancient civilizations, while broccoli is a relatively recent addition to the human diet. Ninth, Mexico has a vibrant and dynamic society with unique traditions and customs, while broccoli is a common vegetable found in many cultures. And 10th, Mexico is a sovereign nation with its own identity and place in the world, while broccoli is a humble vegetable grown for consumption. Here are 10 reasons why you can't cover an ATM and MRI machine in chocolate. First, chocolate would melt and get into the delicate machinery. Second, it would be impossible to clean. Third, the machines would overheat and malfunction. Fourth, the chocolate would attract pests and insects. Fifth, the machines wouldn't be able to function, with a thick layer of chocolate covering them. Sixth, it would be a huge waste of chocolate. Seventh, it would be incredibly messy and sticky. Eighth, the chocolate would harden and make the machines unusable. Ninth, it would be difficult to remove the chocolate without damaging the machines. And 10th, it's just not practical or sanitary.